Our family is grateful for the work that the Balance is doing and the schut of my daughter Tila Bat Michal. They are working very hard to change the lives of teens in need. Please donate generously, and it should be a schut for you and your family as well. Thank you.
Tehillah meant a lot to all of us, and that's why we started the Balance, to give back to hundreds of teens in her schus. So far, we have over 135 teenagers participating in our program, and that's all in the schus of Tehillah Chen. Thank Hashem that we've been able to help so many of these teens, and we are so grateful to everything that Tehillah Chen taught us in order to help these teens grow, thrive, and survive. When she died, it was devastating for all of us. We started this place in her schus in order to give back, in order to help kids like her get their lives together. And the truth is that the day she died, it felt like the system was broken. It felt like there was no hope left for kids at risk at all. And that's what really inspired us to get this program off the ground.
The Balance is here for the kids that have nowhere else to turn. When Shlomo and I started this, we visioned the place to be different than other places. Meaning, we wanted to bring a level of connection that doesn't exist in any other place like the Balance.
Statistics show that there are about 25,000 homeless youth in Israel. And that's why it's so critical the work that the Balance is doing, to be that home for them. They fear social workers, the government, their families, and the ability to give back to these kids is absolutely detrimental to their success. A lot of these kids can lead perfectly wonderful lives, having wonderful jobs, families, getting married, being able to do things that some of us would never even be able to accomplish. I've seen insane success stories through some of these kids, and it's really important to be able to continue to provide them with the resources they need. There isn't enough support for these kids. There just isn't. Israel is not properly set up to help the situation of over 25,000 homeless teenagers. For so many of these kids stuck in the streets, there isn't enough to really help them. The Balance is leading the charge and trying to be on the front lines, really helping these kids who need it so desperately.
20 years ago, it was very rare to see a child who was homeless. Nowadays, we see kids as young as 11.
And they helped me. Like, I was in the street and they offered me like house and somewhere to sleep. And they all the time care about me. The other time asked me like, you okay? You want things? You need something?
There are many organizations that try to help the kids on the streets, but they fail. And I think they fail because they don't meet the kids where they're at. They don't show up to the streets. The Balance is unique in that we meet the kids exactly where they need to be. We go out in the streets, we bring them in, we make them feel accepted, and we're really able to be the first line of defense in making a difference in their lives.
The first step of healing is to build a relationship and a bond with the kids. They felt like society failed them. They felt like they can't trust anybody.
We see that we're able to help so many hundreds of kids get their lives together. We know how to help these kids firsthand because all of us have experienced all these issues ourselves. When we were younger, we were addicted to drugs, homeless, on the streets, you name it. We've seen it all. And that's why we're able to connect to the kids. And the kids feel it too. Because we're able to understand their issues, because we're able to really connect to their problems, because we've been through it ourselves, they feel safe, they feel connected, and they feel like they can trust again. It's through that first step of learning how to trust again that these kids can really go off to have wonderful, normal lives.
Something incredible that you can get here at the Balance is family, a feeling of belonging. Another huge issue that a lot of these kids face is problems at home. Rejection from their parents, rejection from their family. Maybe they don't fit in at home. Maybe there's problems at home. Their parents are fighting. Their parents are getting a divorce or abuse. Other issues that kids have with their family. You can come here and get a reprieve from that. You can come here and build family. Extend your family. You can come here and actually have a safe space. Because that's something that the Balance can do. In addition to giving you advice, guidance, and resources, is we can give you a sense of belonging. We can give you family, a place to be, a place to feel at home. And that's something amazing about the Balance, is it can be your second home.
We're always giving them cakes on their birthday. We're always here when they have problems at home.
And they know that really, we're just like them, because we are. We were all at-risk teens once, and we know how to give back to them.
The help that they provide and the tools that they give us as kids will stay with us for the rest of our lives.
Not too long ago, I had intense social anxiety, and the balance really helped me with that social anxiety.
It feels like the world gave up on us, but at the balance, people still care.
It's the only program I've seen that actually works.
So many more people can benefit from the balance, and I want to do anything I can to help it grow.
The staff are really chill, they're fun, you can connect with them. They have a lot of life experience in this industry, in this environment.
When we build this bond, the kid feels so comfortable sharing what's going on with them that when they're going through a hard time, they're ready to get help, to receive help.
We don't have people here who have an agenda. Our goal is really to build the greatest, longest lasting relationship with a teen in order that they feel trusting enough to be able to utilize resources and want to get their life together. Because we all know that if a kid doesn't want to get their life together, they won't. They just won't do it. At The Balance, we guide them to get to the point where they want to get their life together. And that's what's different about us.
They really turn it around, and it's just beautiful to see that, because that's what we want for these kids, is a chance to turn it around, a second chance to show people who they are and what they can be.
It's amazing that it actually works.
I love the staff. I love how it feels like a second home. Anytime I feel upset or mad, I can just come here and hang out with my friends and talk to the staff, and it really just makes me feel so much better.
I was sleeping in the street, and then the balance found me, and from this day on, my life changed forever.
There's many ways you can be involved in this and make a difference. For example, volunteering, food donation, sponsoring the program.
The work that The Balance does is monumental in saving these kids' lives. Please help us by making a donation and being part of such an amazing mitzvah, such an incredible opportunity to get kids off the streets, get them trusting, get them healthy, and changing their lives for the better. Once we hit our fundraising goal, we'll be putting up a memorial of Tehillas Schus on this wall in order to inspire kids that walk in here to live meaningful lives like she had. Her life will be an inspiration to so many kids. Please donate as much as you can to help these kids live meaningful lives in the Schus of Tehillas Schus.